Yay! You are welcome to our channel. Today is a very special day. Today is for the daddies to be. I hope you guys are ready. I hope you're ready. Don't worry, I'm going to be gentle on you. Stay tuned. Yay! You are welcome back to our channel. You know, a lot of times we focus on mommy, and you know, it is obvious why. Mommy is doing more of the weight of carrying baby, but once in a while we should focus just on daddy to be, because daddy to be is also doing a lot of work. Most daddies to be. It is in this period that we will know how strong, especially in the third trimester and fourth trimester, or how spoiled daddy is. So let me help you to prepare for this period and for the periods to come, okay? So daddy, first of all, give yourself a clap for being here. Because a lot of men, in comparison to women, are not as bothered about educating themselves in the period of babying in comparison to the moms or to the women, okay? Even if you're not a daddy yet, for being here, I'm clapping for you. Wives, if your husband is near you, just give him a handshake like this. Say, okay, thank you for being here, okay? Yes, I'm giving you guys professional treatment, special treatment, something that mommy normally does. Mommy is watching it. But the truth is that if something is not happening directly to you, it's easier to be laid back about it. So for you to be involved, yes, I applaud you. So what are the things that you can do to help mommy? Because mommy needs a lot of help. I'm sure you know by now, mommy needs a lot of help. Or if you don't know, you're going to know that your wife and mother of your children to be is going to need a lot of help when she's pregnant. What can you do to help mommy in her period of pregnancy? The first thing you can do is to up your spiritual game. Whether you be Muslim, Christian, traditional worshiper, whatever you are, up your spiritual game, because mommy will not be as strong to do those prayings that she used to do like before, to do the studying she used to do like before. And how can you up your own spiritual game in a way that it will help her? You pray for her and with her. You pray for your baby. You know, even when she's sleeping, you can be praying by her side quietly. You know, it is a motivation to her. You can read the Bible to her rather than say, babes, you're not reading your Bible like before. For some of, you know, especially working women, she's going to be on maternity. Maternity leave is not a period of enjoyment or anything like that, because you see her snoozing a lot, and we talked about that in the last video. You know, pregnancy, especially the third trimester, makes you sleep a lot. It's going to make you physically exhausted. So what you require for life and godliness, which is some of it is time, will be diminished by a great deal. So you are the one that has to cover on that front for mommy and for baby to be. Okay? I hope you're ready to do that. I hope you do not mind doing that. The second thing I want you to do is to be patient and to be open-minded. I'm sure if you've heard from friends and from family that men, pregnant women are quite something to deal with, and probably you're experiencing it yourself. Why? Because mommy is at her barest, sometimes at her lowest, at her highest too, in this period. You're going to see your wife for who she is and who she doesn't even know that she is. You're going to see your wife in all shapes, forms and sizes. In this period, you're going to see your wife in that. So you have to be open-minded. Be open-minded to change. Your wife may not have as much time, yes, for you. Your honey, your sweetie may not have as much time for you as she used to. You may fight a lot, you may quarrel a lot because of money and because of the things you want to buy for baby. Some things you will find illogical, some things you will find logical. All that is going to happen when you are preparing for baby. So it's not the time to now be arguing with her. No, be open-minded, understand her, and be patient. Communicate your disapproval with love, because her hormones are raging. She's not the person that you know or you used to know. She is, you know, when you watch a movie and you see atoms, you know, in a jar, just try to imagine they're moving. Well, our own atoms are moving at a super fast speed. Everything is happening in a more heightened way within her. So even the way she translates what you're saying will be a bit different. So you have to be more patient, kinder, more loving, open-minded, be open to whatever is happening. You know, you're going to see her vomiting, things you may not even hear from your other friends is going to be happening. Don't now feel bad. No, this phase will pass, okay? Be open-minded, be patient, and be willing to help. The third thing I would say is educate yourself. It is always easier to surmount whatever challenge when you educate yourself. Mommy needs you to even educate yourself. She needs you to educate yourself on what is happening to her body, what is happening with baby. So educate yourself. I'll give you guys a short story. I think for me, my husband really used to watch all these videos and educate himself, but I used to do it more. And then at some point, I used to send videos to him as well. But it was as if I was bombarding him one time, and then he got tired of all that. He got tired of, you know, the videos I used to send. I don't know if I'm the only one that did that. I prepared for baby a lot. I watched lots of videos, YouTube videos, you know, and there were times I would force him. We would sit down together and watch TMC prenatal classes. We would just sit down and link those things here. So one of these days he got tired, and I was sending him a couple of videos, but they were for after birth. Then he did something with our baby one time, something very, will I say dangerous, kind of, the shaking baby syndrome. Our baby was crying one night, crying tirelessly, and it was his turn to take charge of taking care of baby, you know, because it was just both of us. And you know, he was shaking baby, why are you crying? Why are you crying? And etc. So when he got back to the room and he told me that, I feel bad, I did something today, etc. Shake baby. And I said, oh, don't shake my baby again. Don't shake my baby again, oh, for good reason. But I didn't tell him why. As God will have it, the very next day, he stumbled upon an article on shaking baby syndrome, and he's like, did you know about this? And I said, yes, I actually sent it to you before, and a few other things. And he's like, when it's serious, why did you tell me to look at it? Why did you tell me to read it? That. You should have told me. And I'm like, I used to send them to you. I don't know how else. I was becoming a pest. So at some point, I hands off. And he was like, you know what? He's going to be the one to tell all his friends about this. He's going to be the one to educate his friends. So it is important that you get adequate information. In fact, there were some things that he had educated himself on that maybe I think one time our mommy-in-law wanted to use something on our baby, I think engine oil for some part of his body. And we're like, no, we've read about there's nothing wrong with this thing that is happening to him. You don't need to do that. So it's important that you educate yourself so that you are adequately prepared for when baby comes, and even when your wife is pregnant. I don't know how else I can say it. You guys should also educate yourself on the things that break both mommy and daddy now, on things that break relationships. When baby comes, postpartum depression is real. Learn about it. Read about how to take care of baby, how to take care of mommy. Don't just believe that you're going to leave the work to your mates and to your wife when baby comes. Learn how you're going to bond with baby. Learn how you're going to manage your finance. Some of these things are deal breakers when baby eventually comes. Another thing that will be helpful for you to do to your wife is, you know, get help. Ask for help. from now actually, I remember how helpful it was having my sister. This is the fourth thing we're talking about, right? The third or the fourth thing. The first one was pray, be more spiritual. The second one was be open-minded, educate yourself. Third one, and now the fourth one is get help. It is important that you get help both now and when baby arrives, because it's going to be a lot of work. Don't be afraid to ask for help on behalf of your wife. If you can hire a help or hire helps for those that will be having multiples, be open and willing to do that, to get helps, okay? And then the fifth thing I'll talk about is that even when you've gotten help, be involved. Be involved in taking your wife to the clinic. I remember my husband is a superstar. DK, you're a superstar. He's a superstar. Even till now, he was literally the only man, or if you saw another person, who was consistent. They gave him an award, both in big clinic and small clinic. He would consistently come with me for all my checkups. At some point we were doing 2 clinics, so he was back almost every week. We're going to the clinic for hospital checks, and at some point it even became twice a week, because routine checks from 36 weeks became, I think, the 2 every week, or in the 3rd trimester it became every 2 weeks or something like that, and then towards the end every week. So back to back we're going to both clinics, and he was driving me, he was taking me there. He was not leaving it to chance. He was involved. He would ask questions when he saw the sonogram. He was very, very involved. He was even involved in cooking, in taking care of me, in getting my drugs. He used to do the shopping. My husband did plenty, but let me not raise a bar, for it. As much as you can, daddy, do for your wife. Be involved as much as you can. Even when baby comes, even when baby came, till now we went for all the immunization. We go for all the immunization things together. I know it is rare because I rarely see men there, but it helped so much. It helped him to bond with baby as well. So if you're looking for how to be useful, relevant, don't use work as excuse. They will give you a good company, will allow you to go. And even if they don't allow you to go, when she comes back, ask her, how did it go? How was your routine check today? What did the doctor say? Did you ask them about this thing that was going on with you? Be involved. Be involved. Let her know that she's not alone. Shop together. Do the shopping list together. Do the birth plans together. We'll have a video for birth plans. Go through things together. Have an idea of what you both want. Okay? Talk about it. Be involved. The 6th thing that I'm going to say is bond with baby, your unborn child. Bond with that child. And I hinted it from the previous points. By going to routine checks with your wife, by just being there, by also touching baby, often touch baby, talk to baby within your wife's womb, hold baby. Your decisions also, let it be reflective that you're thinking about baby. Your wife knows, and your wife can feel the love that you're exuding to baby, and it is touching her, it is reaching her as well. Okay, how protective you are, how loving, how daddying you are. It will go a long way to help you bond with baby when baby is born. Baby can feel, baby is the spirit, baby can feel all those things you're doing now. And if you want to be a sweet, responsible dad, it goes beyond providing finances. It goes to providing emotional, physical, intellectual support to that child. Read your Bible to that child. Read books to that child. Sing to your child. Dance with your wife. Bond with your unborn child through your mom, the mom that is carrying your baby. Okay? The final thing, the 7th thing, is make your wife feel special. Again, it is a bit reflective of the former points. Make her feel special. Your baby will feel loved as well. Sing to your baby through your wife, but also sing to your wife. Cook for your baby through your wife, but also cook for your wife. Do things for your wife. Go on a baby moon if you can afford it. I didn't do that, but I had a photo shoot that I had with my husband, you know. He actually paid me to do a photo shoot for myself. But that's a story for another day, you know. So have a photo shoot done. Make her feel special. If you can afford to throw a shower for your wife. Appreciate your wife every day. Make her feel loved. She's most vulnerable in this period. She's probably at her barest, at her lowest that you will ever see her in this period. So win her over again and again and again, and you will both enjoy it. You may not have sex like you used to, of which we're going to talk about that, the ways that baby changes your life and your relationships. We'll talk about that probably next week. But there are other ways to bond and have intimacy that is not necessarily through sex. So explore those other ways. Be creative. Have movie nights when she's not sleeping. And I hope that these few tips of mine have helped you. I love you guys. Wish you the best. Much love and see you next week. Bye.